I have a couple of concerns with the experimentation we're doing. On one end, we have these complex implementations we're going through on a UI. We're completely revamping it, very complex, and we're doing A/B testing on it. And my concern is we have a whole development team went through an entire development cycle to do this, which is a lengthy test automation that needs to be written then for both branches, the A control and the treatment, and to run an experiment and find down the road, oh, it wasn't successful. But yet we invested all this time in a complex implementation. So if you could give us any guidance, that would really be helpful.
This is where a somewhat controversial strategy could come into play that is sometimes referred to as painted door tests. So what painted doors are is basically you're not fully releasing changes, you're not committing too many development resources, but you are implying to the end user, the customer, the visitor, hey, there is a possibility that we might build something like this someday, right? Or the experience might look and feel like this someday. Basically faking it, right? You're trying something out to see if there is interest or engagement with a potential future state before developing full resources to fully building it out so that you can get the early signals to understand, is this worth it? To your point, and I don't know the exact use case of your exact product, but it might make sense to say, can we run a test to understand that if we build it, would they come? Right now, the controversial side of this coin is that you don't want to do this often. This can lead to a lot of frustration from your visitors or your end users if they might feel that you're constantly just trying to bait them. It's like, oh, okay, cool, you might do this, but you haven't. Okay, I guess you never will, right? People can have emotional reactions to things like this. So you just want to use it sparingly and in places of the user journey that aren't too sensitive or too important to the process. Like you probably shouldn't run painted doors in a critical sign up or checkout flow. But in other areas where you're trying to understand, hey, would they appreciate this? It might be appropriate. But I share it because it is one way to gauge interest enough before too many resources are committed to the process of building it formally.